The following podcast is non-profit and is based on the IGCSE history curriculum. Hi again. In this episode, we'll be looking at the Nazis' policies towards women, families, and young people. I'd just like to thank you all for listening because we've recently hit 600 total plays on my podcast. I missed the 500 total plays, but I'd just like to thank everyone for taking the time to listen to my podcast. I do really hope that it's helped you in some way because it's really helped me making the podcast. So I hope it's helped you the same with your revision. First, let's take a look at their policies towards women. Nazis believed that women should take a traditional role as a housewife and mother. Their policies towards women aimed at increasing the birth rate and reducing male unemployment, as only men were counted in the unemployment rate. To encourage women to give birth to more racially pure children, to marry a couple would need proof of racial purity and the couple's marriage loan would be paid off after 4 children. However, the cancellation of marriage loans was a large expense to the government. Additionally, contraception was banned for Aryans. Negatively, the high birth rate led to a shortage of food in Germany. Furthermore, as an award for mothers who had more than 4 children, they would be awarded the Mother's Cross, which was seen as an incentive to have more children, as it was something women could be proud of. The Nazis also introduced the Lebensborn program, which provided Aryan women with strong Aryan men to have sexual relations with, as the Nazis wished to increase the birth rate of racially pure children. The mothers would then be provided with excellent maternity care. To prepare women for a traditional role as a housewife and mother, Bible schools were created to train women to be housewives, teaching them cooking, sewing, and childcare. Additionally, the Nazis introduced the Master Housewife Diploma. Furthermore, not only did the Nazis exclude women from positions in the Nazi Party, but they were also banned and sacked from certain jobs. From a young age, in domestic science classes, girls were taught how to select the perfect Aryan husband. The BDM, League of German Mothers, was also created. Now, let's go over Nazi policies towards young people. Adolf Hitler said, "He who owns the youth owns the future." The Nazis wanted to create loyal and obedient young Nazis who would lead Germany in the future. For this to work, boys needed to be prepared for becoming soldiers in the army, and girls needed to be prepared for giving birth to Aryan children. The Nazis created many policies towards young people. The school curriculum was designed to indoctrinate children from a very young age, so that they were continually taught Nazi ideas and beliefs. Firstly, schools and educational institutions should be focused on strict discipline, obedience, and physical education, while teachers were forced to join the Nazi Teachers League, where they agreed to teach Nazi ideas and belief. They had to swear an oath of loyalty to Hitler, and those who refused to do so were sacked. Secondly, during most lessons, the teacher spoke and the students copied it down. This is because students were discouraged from questioning any Nazi teachings. Those who excelled at school were often selected to attend special schools, where they were to be trained to be leaders in the future. The Nazis also altered the order and content of subjects in schools. Physical education was given 15% of school time, as the Nazis wanted children to be physically fit and healthy. In mathematics, students were required to answer questions which reinforced Nazi beliefs about warfare and the difference between the races. While history reinforced Nazi history and beliefs, geography taught about the history of German land and Germany's requirements of Lebensraum. In schools, German children were taught to be conscious of their national identity. Therefore, healthy biology or race studies focused on teaching students how to classify racial groups based on their physical appearance. Jewish children in the class were often used as real-life examples of racial inferiority. As mentioned earlier about the policies towards women, domestic science was taught to girls, focusing on how to select racial qualities in a man so they could produce racially pure Aryan children. For boys, they were all required to join Hitler Youth, where they were taught Nazi beliefs and how to be a soldier. Youth opposition groups included the White Rose Group, Edelweiss Pirates, and the Swing Kids. You can listen to my last episode to find out more about opposition to the Nazis. This is the end of the podcast. Thank you for listening.